Alrighty, welcome back to Free Will Tarot. This is a general reading for the zodiac sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and/or Rising. Alright, so let's get into it. We're going to get one card for the overall topic or concept or theme for the reading. One card from the Seeker Oracle. Go ahead and take that one. Then 5 cards from the Gilded Tarot Royale. Here's your situation, challenge, what to consider moving forward, how it's naturally progressing, and your advice. Alright, and we will get one card from the Spirit Animal Oracle. And for both Oracle cards, we will read from the guidebook and clarify as we go. Alright, so let's get into it. First card we have, Not So Black and White. So Capricorn, I feel like this overall reading we're about to get into, you might have been looking at a situation like it's either this or it's that. It's either this way or it's that way. There's no in between. Maybe viewing the world or the situation we're about to get into with this reading as a fixed sign, when maybe you're supposed to look at it in a mutable type of way, whereas there might be a gray area that you're missing. Let's go ahead and read from the guidebook, get a little deeper into this situation. Not so black and white. Dualistic dichotomies, good versus evil, right versus wrong, normal versus abnormal. We'd all like to believe that all aspects of our lives are so easily defined, so cut and dried. But it is not black and white. Even the most simple of decisions may require deeper consideration than first anticipated. A seemingly simple situation may have a complex cause. Reality is more nuanced than dichotomous. Duality creates a diversive state, but between black and white exists an infinite spectrum of colors. There is no division or separation. There is the whole rainbow. Every experience, every situation, every moment is more vibrant color than black and white, and in color resides both the complexity and the truth. For all that we see, there is more that we do not see and need to discover. Understand that sometimes two who believe they are right can both be right. People can do wrong for all the right reasons and right for all the wrong reasons. Medicine for one may be poison to someone else. A process that works for you might not work for anybody else because we are all different. Not one of us sees the world in the same way that you do. Put an end to black and white thinking. It is divisive. Instead, replace it with a more encompassing process that embraces multiple perspectives, compassion, and empathy. Okay. So you might be coming to a realization that maybe in some ways you were wrong about this situation we're about to get into. Maybe in some ways, excuse me, you might have been right, but going about it the wrong way, or you might have been wrong. Needing to see something from someone else's perspective, maybe. All right, what do we got in your situation? The sun. Okay, so what I'm getting from the sun is something in this situation, Capricorn, is being illuminated to you. The sun, when it rises, it shines light upon what was once dark, what was once illusions, hidden in the background. You can now see the truth for the matter. In a situation where you might have thought you was doing the right thing, but maybe just going about it the wrong way, or maybe you were blaming someone, trying to say that they had not the best intentions when maybe they had the best intentions, just didn't see your side of the story. All right, let's go ahead and clarify the sun. Okay. Since this is in your situation, I'm going to suggest that the Strength card is you at this time. Maybe something about this situation has been illuminated with the Sun card. The truth is coming out. Maybe about how you were once seeing it as either this way or that way. There's no in between. There's no gray area. I'm sticking to my perspective. Now the sun comes up, illuminates some truth, that maybe there is a gray area, that maybe you wrongfully blamed someone else, maybe they wrongfully blamed you. But the Strength card suggests that you are holding yourself back from whatever situation we're about to get into. So even though there's some truth being illuminated, you're trying to contain self-control. All right, let's get into the challenge. Okay, so Three of Wands talks about being active while being patient. So staying active during a time of patience, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your manifestations to set in the 3D, patiently waiting on your blessings to arrive, right? But because this is the challenge, you might find it hard to, or difficult to stay active while waiting for your ships to come in. How this pertains to the situation: if there's some truth being illuminated, you might need to be patient while this other person comes to this same realization. Maybe that's why you are trying to stay focused and not get triggered, maybe by what this other person is doing, or trying to keep your composure. Let's go ahead and clarify the Three of Wands. So this could be a situation, by the way, the Devil is your card. You are associated with this card anyways, but how it pertains to the situation, this could be that you might feel bound or attached to something unhealthy or that feels unhealthy to you. Maybe there's a lot of addictions, maybe some fear, maybe a temptation. Maybe you find it challenging to stay active while being patient on your ships to come in, and something about what you're waiting on is toxic, is an unhealthy attachment. Let's go ahead and see who this other person is. Now, in this placement, what to consider moving forward, if you're not already considering this information that's about to be given, then it must be in your subconscious, and anything in your subconscious is is reflected in your environment amongst other people outside of your own personal bubble. So what to consider moving forward is this person who is the King of Wands is wanting to keep their vision on something. They have a vision, they want to hold that vision. Maybe this vision is for themselves. Maybe they have a vision for you and them. However, this King of Wands in your environment, no matter if it's a male or a female, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. This person has a vision they hold for themselves, maybe about their own future, maybe about a future with you. They know what they want, they know how to get it, they know when to hold back, they know when to pounce on an opportunity, and it's all about timing. And something might be illuminated at this time, maybe about the truth of this person. Let's clarify the King of Wands. We already have one pop out. Okay. So speaking of pounce, this person might see the opportunity currently to move things forward with you, with the Chariot. They notice that you both come from different backgrounds, yes, which could have to do with how things aren't so black and white in this situation. And they see all these obstacles, but they're willing to put the foot on the pedal and run over any obstacles that come in their way. This is actually a good pairing for the type of person you might be up against. I don't know if there's any toxicity or any addictions that are attached to either one of you, but this could also be about restrictions, boundaries. The devil is associated with Saturn. Capricorn is associated with Saturn. Saturn is associated with restrictions, delays, with karma, with boundaries, right? With rules, basically. So this person might have been going by the book at first. Maybe there's some rules, some restrictions that is challenging to get over for the both of you. But they're wanting to run over any obstacles. They're wanting to overcome any obstacles in either of your ways. All right, how it's naturally progressing. The King of Swords. So the difference between the King of Swords and the Queen is the King of Swords has a knowing of the truth, whereas the Queen might have an inkling of the truth, but she has a conversation with the other person just to gain that clarity. Whereas the King of Swords knows the truth and makes head over heart decisions. He or she has blunt truth, straightforward, to the point. Now, this is how you and this other person are acting, are behaving, are how it's naturally progressing, basically. You both are wanting to make head over heart decisions, which makes sense if you're holding back after learning some truth. No matter how hard it is to detach from maybe a certain outcome that you once upon a time might have thought was this way and not that way, or that way, not this way, not so black and white, is what you're maybe realizing in this situation. And there might have been restrictions, delays upon receiving blessings with this person. But this person knows what they want. They have a vision. They want to overcome any obstacles. And when it comes to you, they might not be making emotional decisions. They might be very logical at the moment. But in fact, you both are very logical and are wanting to make head over heart decisions. So let's go ahead and clarify this King of Swords. I'm not going to take all those. Clarify the King of Swords. Seven of Cups. Yeah, it makes sense why both of you would be confused, really. You're both seeing all the options, maybe in dating, and it's confusing you. Neither of you are putting all of your eggs in one basket. You're both being logical about the situation. No, this is how it's got to be. Even though you both might come from different backgrounds, you're both not coming at the situation as if there's a gray area, as if, well, maybe there's some flexibility to this person. Maybe you both are seeing each other as, oh, well, they must be this way, so I must be this way. Or I must be this way, so they must be that way. Right? When there's actually a lot of gray area, nothing is so black and white. And this person, whether they see it or not, you and this person are holding back. At least you are. Maybe they see some truth and they want to move things forward with you, but they're still being more logical than they are emotional. They see all these options elsewhere, and it's confusing them. They think, oh, I can find someone better, which has you guarded, like, wow, let me not get triggered by this person not choosing me, right? Let's get the advice. Queen of Swords. Okay. So your advice is to be more in your feminine, energy when it comes to logic. I'd say start up a conversation if you can, if possible, and be willing to cut out any BS. Be willing to cut them out of your life if they bring any bad behavior, any toxicity. If they're not on the same page and just want to manipulate, play games, lie, maybe, be dishonest, same thing. Especially if it's challenging to overcome any toxicity or addictions with this person. Let's go ahead and clarify the Queen of Swords. I want to mention too that both of you are in the King of Swords, but your advice is to, instead of being more in your masculine, to be more in your feminine. Alright, so clarify that Queen of Wands. Yes, this makes a lot of sense. Gain the clarity by starting up a conversation. And I feel like if you start this conversation instead of holding back, using your logic, using your intellect, being practical about the situation, realize that there's a lot of options. Yes, there's a lot of fish in the sea, but there's also a lot of garbage in the sea. There's something about this conversation that you're about to have with this person that is going to put you in hangman mode. It's going to get you to see from their perspective that things aren't so black and white, that maybe you was wrong about them or they were wrong about you. Nonetheless, this is going to show you a different perspective of the situation. Alright, let's see one last card. Ooh, Brown Bear Spirit. Take time out. I feel like this is indicating that yes, you are needing to take a step back. Even if you feel stuck for a little bit, it won't be forever. But taking a step back, putting yourself in hangman mode, surrendering to what the universe can provide, will give you the answers you seek. Alright, let's read from the guidebook. Number 9. Alright, take time out. When you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, Brown Bear Spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting to the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take a break, let insights arise, and know you have plenty of time to make plans. Brown Bear Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. Remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you really can relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. Alright, like I said, yeah, take some time out. Maybe go into hangman mode. Try to see the situation from a different perspective, if at all possible. Maybe from this person's perspective. Yes, definitely hold back. Even if you feel restricted, this restriction can be a blessing if viewed as such. But you will gain a new perspective, a new enlightenment, a new illumination about a situation that is not so black and white with this person. I hope that helped, and I want to thank you all for supporting me and watching these videos, and I hope to be doing more of them as time progresses. So until the next video, hope you all take care.